hello there. I made a video, specifically Terraria is cool, a Terraria animation. And if you haven't seen it, firstly, how did you find this? But also, you probably should watch it, otherwise none of what I say is gonna make sense. So yeah, watch it. I mean, it's the biggest animation I've ever made, so hopefully it's good. And because it's the biggest animation, or the biggest project I've ever finished, really, I kind of have some stuff to say about it, I guess. So I thought, yeah, that's what this video is. So the way this video is gonna go, I think, will be, firstly I'll talk about the pre-production, then gonna watch through the video and pause whenever I have something interesting to say, and then I guess it's probably gonna get a bit sappy, because I'll talk about the aftermath. I think reception is the word I was looking for. But yeah, firstly, how did it all start? It all began when I was on holidays for Christmas and New Year's, and I was at a relative's house, which meant I was away from my computer and my drawing tablet and like everything, or at least that's the way it felt. So yeah, I was kind of like forced to take a break, not just from school but also from animation, because as much as I enjoy animation, it still like is work. But yeah, I was not able to do animation, which meant I had time to think and stuff. And also, because it was New Year's, and also there was like a lot of like family around and stuff, and everyone's asking like, oh, what are you doing with your life, you loser? So yeah, kind of, I guess it was just the right environment to start a big project, I guess. Yeah, while I was on these holidays, I was actually halfway through making the animation Stubborn. So I was kind of annoyed. I was like, no, I want to finish making that. So yeah, my mind, despite being on break, was still, I'm always thinking about animation, and that can't be stopped. So yeah, obviously I was thinking about animation, so I had the idea to make an animation. I'm really good and concise. When I originally had the idea, it wasn't actually going to be all that big of a video, but somehow or other I remembered the fact that Terraria turns 10 in 2021, and I figured out with my big smart brain that I would have about 4.5 months until Terraria turned 10, and it got me thinking, like, if I were to make a big Terraria video, like the 10th birthday for it would be the time to do it, I guess. So yeah, I like played around with that idea, and yeah, and soon after that I was scripting and planning it out and stuff, which was very fun. I really like pre-production. Here's a fun fact, I guess, is that most of the scripting on for this video was done on a phone in a bus. It was a really long bus ride. Yeah, I guess I'll use this as an opportunity to say, please don't make reaction videos of my videos. I'm allowed to though, because I'm epic. Alright, I already have something to say. So the randomly generated world names are actually inspired by some world names. The most obvious one is probably The Story of Insanity, being a reference to Chippy's For the Worthy World, which is also the name of an animation. 2 animations I've made. Then we have Well of Souls, which I wouldn't be able to tell you what series, but it was a world of cargoes. And if we can find it, Prison of Regrets, well, that's my master mode world, which I haven't gotten very far in, because I kind of don't spend all that much time playing Terraria, because I'm kind of animating all the time. But that's why I watch Let's Plays, because I can animate and experience Terraria at the same time. Ah! Among Us! Ah. Can you tell I scripted this in December? Oh boy, I'm gonna chop down a tree, because I hate trees. Oh, this frame actually is what my profile picture is based off of. So that's the fact, I guess. And would you look at that? I'm already better than 16.7% of players. Oh, I guess another thing I'm gonna do in this video is explain jokes. This one here is reference to the fact that 16.7% of players are yet to chop down a tree in Terraria. If that's one of you, your job is to change that, okay? Whoa, look at that Dolly Zoom. Okay, a Dolly Zoom. I should explain. This is a very film nerd thing. It is a technique where you dolly and zoom the camera at the same time, aka you're moving the camera closer or further away from the subject as you zoom in or out. Obviously, I've recreated it digitally here though, and it creates the effect of the background, like, looks like it's moving almost like further away from the subject. You can see it used in this shot in The Lion King, and yeah, it works well for like conveying dread, I guess. So yeah, that's why I used it here. It was a fun excuse to do a cool film thing. I thought it was about time I went mining. I'm gonna go. Are you ready to hear the most elaborate reference I've ever included in a video ever? No? Too bad you can hear it anyway. Okay. So you know Morse code. We're already off to a bad start. So basically, if you were to pay attention to the way that these Eater of Souls blink, this one on the left is too long, this one is long, short, long, long. This one is just one long blink. This one is 4 short blinks, and this one is short, long, short, long, short, long. And if you convert that to dots and dashes in Morse code, you get MYTH full stop. Because that's me. It's short for mythical. So that's cool, I guess. Why do I do this? Well, actually, I'm just... Oh yeah, okay. Explaining another joke time. That is the sound of a giant worm, which is honestly terrifying. Just more of a builder, so I'm gonna go... This shot, with the magic mirror, which a decent amount of people have commented about actually, I actually had the idea of this shot like a while ago. I just didn't have like, I guess anywhere to use the idea until I made this animation, so that was kind of nice. This is how I build most of my houses, by the way. It's just wood and hay. I've got good equipment. Got a nice house. I'm unstoppable. Suspicious looking eye. Don't mind if I do. I get it. I'm so funny. Okay, this sequence I was like weirdly excited to animate just because the jokes are so dumb. It's so stupid. But this is like, that's just my sense of humor. It's dumb. How do you make an eye frown? This is how you make an eye frown. Yeah, it looks weird. Oh, here's another instance of me getting to use an idea that I previously didn't have a use for. Yeah, for a while I was like, I kind of wanted to like animate like to the underground theme, because I really like the underground theme. It's like my favorite. So yeah, I was like, I want to animate to it, but I don't know what. And then I had the idea of making this, and yeah, so I used the idea for that. So about this bee, getting the sound of the buzzing bee, I tried multiple ways. I like got like a tiny whisk, like a tiny electric whisk, and I turned that on, and I was like, yeah, this might sound like a bee. It didn't. And then I tried recording the sound of a trumpet mouthpiece, but that didn't sound too great either. And I was like, if only there was a way to just get this, like, the sound of that just sounded like just a buzzing sound. And I realized, oh yeah, I could just record me doing that, and it sounded like better than the other things. So yeah, I voice act the bee, I guess.
I have a feeling.
Oh, featuring Chippy Gaming. I'm so cool.
Well, that's
But yeah, honestly, it is really cool that I got to have Chippy voice a line in the animation. I don't know why. Just like the actual recording the screen and getting the like timing right. It just took me forever, and I don't really know why.
Okay, terrible night.
Here's a random detail that I don't think many people would have noticed, but was a detail I included nonetheless. The little torch. It like gets waved by the wings because wind, something about wind.
Okay,
I don't know. I do physics, I should probably know this, but I can't be bothered to think of what it's called.
terrible night. What do I need? Oh my god, what happened?
Oh, the nurse, by the way, is voiced by my sister. So yeah, thanks to my sister for doing that. That's cool.
And was gonna be
Oh, here's another, I guess a joke that is very hidden, is if you notice in the background, there's a grav potion and it's floating. An epic funny.
on a big fight because you're a big brave fighter.
By the way, I don't think anyone noticed this. I'm gonna have to move my face for a second. These clothes look familiar.
Here again, but in 2 minutes I will not be as generous with my prices.
Thomas.
Continuity error, please?
Okay, this joke I think I'm gonna have to explain because I got some comments asking what it meant. So a continuity error in a video is like, usually it'll be like between shots or between scenes where something changes without it being explained. A lot of the time it's a mistake, but I thought I'd make a joke about it. So basically, if you notice here, they like covered in the like bandages or whatever, and kind of like too encumbered to fight.
Error, please?
But
Yes.
but the next shot, they're no longer covered in bandages, so they can fight. So you know the continuity was like broken. So it was a continuity error, and it benefited them. So they were happy. That's the joke. I explained the joke. I hope you're happy. Well, that was rude. Man. That voice, by the way, is Cargo, who I guess you'd say has retired from content creation. But I thought it was cool that I got to like include him. I have him voice the twins like before that. So yeah, I thought that was nice. Because even though he's not a Terraria content creator anymore, he still did have an impact on the community, and he's still my pal. So yeah, it was really cool that I got to include that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think I had like one person ask this, but whatever. This is the Shadow Flame Knife, if anyone was unsure. Ah, look. Oh, here's another thing. The Zoologist. I should move for this. There I go. The Zoologist is voiced by Amber, aka Ninja Amber, my friend, and the cat that the Zoologist here is patting is Amber's cat, Tuxedo, who is very cute and very fluffy, and I wanted to include him, so I did. The Foley in this. It's so dumb. Foley being sound effects. I don't know why. I was like, what if I just did all the sound effects with my mouth? So I did. And here we have the Empress of Light, voiced by my friend Kyra, and I guess here I want to say thanks to Kyra for not only doing an awesome job voice acting the Empress of Light, but also outside of this video and outside of YouTube, she's also helped me with some like other film stuff like that I do for school, and yeah, she's always nice to work with and is reliable, and yeah, I just wanted to say extra special thanks to Cairo for being reliable and a good friend.
Is that the best your little sword can do?
Also, yeah, this scene, I did intend for it to be able to be interpreted that way.
Hey, what?
Hang on, need to move over for this. Yeah, on the gravestone it just says F, sad face. Well, that sound there is the sound of the lunatic cultist dying. So that's fun, I guess.
Please, just...
So many people commented about the fact that I crafted the daybreak. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect so many people to... I didn't expect it to, like, enrage so many people. But I'm gonna be honest, I prefer the daybreak to the solar eruption. I just like the... This is gonna be ironic because it's a melee weapon, but I like the range of it. So yeah. I don't know why it angered so many people, but whatever. Also, I don't want to animate the solar eruption. It's weird and confusing. Oh look, there's a patch that I miscolored. Have fun unseeing that. Ooh, here comes the Moonlord scene. The Moonlord scene, by the way, was like one of the most fun to animate. It was also one of the quickest. Yeah. Before this, I guess I hadn't really animated any kind of serious fight scene. So yeah, and it was really fun, so I don't know. Might do that again or something, I don't know. This is probably the most frequent complaint or like critique I got was that I didn't use the like Moonlord music for the Moonlord, and there's a few reasons for this. I guess the main reason is just because I prefer it. And this is my animation, and you can't tell me what to do. So, yeah. But also, it's just generally a lot more iconic, because let's be real, who's paying attention to the music when you're fighting the Moonlord? And also, you gotta remember, not everyone who's played Terraria has beat the Moonlord, so not everyone knows the Moonlord theme, I guess. Here's another niche one. This is so niche, and very subtle, but... As you can see here, the little marks, the chunk taken out of the wing and the chunk taken out of the armor, they're both this shape, which should look familiar. Yup, it's a very subtle reference. My favourite. Also, yep, I've had a few people comment about it. This was a mistake. This was just a mistake. The eyes should be, like, not eyes. Yeah, because it turns out because this was like the second last scene I animated or something, and my deadline was quickly approaching, I kind of didn't have time to check it a million times for mistakes. But yeah, I think in the grand scheme of things, it's like relatively small. So I'm not bothered too much by it. The credits were actually something I was very excited to animate, because I guess as I was making them, the like realization hit me that I'd just finished like a giant project that involved other people. Well, giant for me. Yeah, as I said before, this is the biggest project I've ever worked on. And yeah, just writing the credits kind of made me realize like, oh, I finished it, because this was like super ambitious. Like when I had the idea to make this, I honestly, like, despite there being no reason I couldn't do it, it just kind of seemed like weirdly out of reach. But yeah, I guess I just put my mind to it and I did it. So yeah, and yeah, it was really tough. Again, it took 4.5 months, and it took what felt like all of my free time, other than like a brief holiday that I had somewhere in the middle of making this. But yeah, despite the fact that it took lots of time and lots of effort, it was incredibly worth it. Like the response, not only from my friends, but like from all you viewers, it was like amazing. The fact that it got 1 million views is insane. Like, that is not a number I thought I'd see anywhere for a while. I don't really know what to say other than just the thanks for watching the video. Thanks for subscribing if you did. Yeah, thanks if you subscribed. Also, thanks to the people who featured in the video or contributed to it in any way. Hello, it's me recording this slightly later because I realized I wanted to answer a frequently asked question, which is, am I going to make part 2? Short answer is no. Long answer is probably no. Because the thing is, with the original animation, it starts with the world being created and ends with the Moonlord, and yeah, there's post-Moonlord content, but in vanilla Terraria I really don't think there's enough to make like a whole nother animation. And if you're wondering, or what about modded Terraria, well, I am yet to play modded Terraria, so yeah, that idea is off the table for now. Also, you might point out the fact that I didn't cover every boss in the animation, and while that is true, it's because the bosses and progression stuff I cut out was because I couldn't think of any jokes for it, and I just don't think it would, it'd be hard to make something that's really like the original again, because I'm gonna be honest, I tried to squeeze in as much as I could into that animation, so I don't know, so basically, I don't know if there's enough left to make a second. And from my perspective, that's fine. Like, I wanted this one video to just kind of encapture the Terraria experience, I guess. And I didn't plan on making a sequel or anything. But yeah, I've had some people ask about it, so yeah, I just wanted to clarify, yeah, probably not gonna happen, sorry, I guess. I do want to make more videos in that style though, because it was very fun. Just working on a really big project, and also doing video game animations is just something I want to do. I'm actually already working on another video game animation. Hopefully it's not too long until that's finished. Yeah, that's the only really frequently asked question I can think of, so I guess I'll just say thanks for watching.